What else is new in my life? I just recently lost my sock virginity. I don't know if I should talk about that on the pod or not.
You know what I say? I say, if it's not a kid, you're okay.
What a fucking slogan. If it's not a kid, you're okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dicey D20. My name is Noah, Dungeon Master, and I am joined here by our players. We have Tyson McKay, currently hog-tied.
I'm down.
How's it going, man?
Black Mazzer down.
Yeah, back in chains? How's it feel?
Feels like home.
Give the listeners a little insight to how you're feeling. You know, like, does it actually feel comforting, or are you kind of pissed off to be back in chains?
Yeah, I'm a little turned on. I'm still acting dead, so...
Okay, so Tyson McKay turned on. Rogar Ragnak, welcome to the pod. How are you, my friend?
I'm pretty good. I don't feel so good about being back in chains, though.
No. Well, you were never really into that whole thing.
What? Sometimes.
Yeah, you were never... Okay, Rogar Ragnak was sometimes into it, so he's probably rocking a semi right now.
Yeah.
We also have Laina, aka Amber. How's it going, Amber?
Good.
Good?
Good.
Good?
Not in
Excellent.
chains.
Yes,
wow.
also not in chains.
Thanks so much for the back and forth, kids. It really helps. We are going to pick up where we left off with our players. The last things that occurred in episode 2 of season 2, we had Tyson McKay hogtied thrown down the steps to the mayor's hall. Yes, it sounded exactly like that. Thrown down the steps to the mayor's hall in front of all the citizens of Ryberry. We had Rogar Ragnak walking down those steps. I mean, somewhat willingly, eh? Like, you totally abandoned Tyson McKay on his mission to
a good
kick the shit out of
boy
these Iron
follows
Wolves.
his orders.
Oh my god. You're like the Nazis.
Did the Nazis follow all orders, though?
Yeah, that's how World War II started. This is World War III, but in a different world, so it's probably like 2 or something. I don't know.
Thanks so much, Tyson McKay. That's fantastic. Not only was it an accurate description of World War II in the real world, but it was such an accurate description of the World Wars in Norian. Thanks so much. We also had Laina walking them down the steps. She was the one who actually, conceived of the hog tying idea, which definitely got me going, man. I love to see that kind of stuff. Putting Tyson McKay in his place.
Yeah.
It's the cream.
Thanks, Rogar.
It's a certain je ne sais quoi. You know what I mean? It's hot shit for sure.
You guys want Tyson to go evil? Tyson will go evil.
Please?
Is this how you get evil spellcasters? You want evil spellcasters? They were walking down the steps to Ryberry. The mayor had a sword held at his throat by Ularic, the leader of the Iron Wolves, who then said, "Open the gates." At that point, the guards, not knowing what to do, following the orders somewhat of the mayor as well, opened the gates to Ryberry, where the Iron Wolves flooded in. The people obviously fled to their homes, taking in the townsfolk who lived outside Ryberry as well, because, they were chased into the city for the purpose of creating chaos, some would say. But we now find ourselves, I should say, at the point where Ularic said to Rodolfo and Ansel, two of his more trusted warriors, and Laina, and McCain actually, to secure the prisoners.
Let's get everyone in here.
Yeah. He's not taking any chances. He realizes these are some of the most powerful guys in Ryberry for sure. Tyson McKay's definitely put up a fight. Rogar Ragnak looks intimidating. Wolfhelm's obviously there for a reason.
Bitch, though.
Ularic is
No.
Who? Wolfhelm or Rogar?
Rogar. Well, kind of both, I guess. Wolfhelm.
Rogar, I'm going to give you a chance to respond to that however you'd like.
He said no.
I guess that's all we get out of him.
I shake my head.
No retaliation, no retort.
Point my finger at him and say, "You better watch out, mister."
I didn't say it in the game.
yeah, he's talking to you right now. Sometimes I'm confused as to what you Ness bros think is really going on. The Iron Wolves, Rodolfo, Ansel, Laina, and McCain.
And Gretel.
Escort. Yeah, and no.
Ansel
Gretel.
and Gretel? No? Okay.
I get the, it's not Hansel, it's Ansel, but it sounds similar, so I'll give it to you.
Gretel?
They're gonna escort our players, including Wolfhelm, including Sebastian Bardis, the very wealthy owner of some mining operations.
Oh.
My man.
Sounds like he'd be married or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have been, had it not been for someone. We won't name him here, but,
I'm staring at him.
I think it was that Fievel guy.
No. We can't blame everything on Fievel.
Everyone who was in the meeting with the mayor, aside from the mayor, is being brought to the jail cells. This is familiar to Captain Raynaud, who's with you guys, as well as Wolfhelm, but for everyone else, it's probably the first time seeing the interior of the jail, especially Sebastian Bardis. I mean, he's a noble. He's never really spent a day in jail in his life. Laina and the other Iron Wolves is also new territory for you guys too. But as you walk to the guards' quarters, it is in the basement of the guards' quarters. I mean, Ryberry's not a very big town. They don't really need a huge jail. And it's quite evident when you get down there that, I mean, it's not used very much either. It's quite dank and dark. There are 6 cells, 3 on each side. And the walls, like the actual dimensions here, the cells are about 15 feet by 10 feet. So actually some fair amount of space. It looks like they're designed to keep more than just one person inside them. But the Iron Wolves are a little bit smarter than that. And at McCain's orders, he tells them to put, 1 prisoner per cell. So Laina is tasked with putting Tyson McKay in the front left cell. So Laina, if you'd like to...
Am I still playing dead?
Yeah, she's just dragging it.
I'd like to be in the cell with Tyson so you could be my bitch.
Can't request.
Yeah, I mean, you can make a plea for that, and I'm going to give you time to do that in a second. So Laina, you're just going to drag him across the floor and kind of like toss him inside?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to have you roll a strength check to do that then.
Call me fat?
15.
Wow.
Nice, yeah, definitely strong enough. You pull Tyson McKay's hog-tied body inside his cell, and then I'm assuming you're just going to walk out and close the gate, right? Close the door?
Yeah, he's still hogtied, so I'm good. Make sure it's locked. Double check all of it.
Yeah, you better.
Excellent, yeah.
Smack his butt
So you
once or
double check
twice.
the lock, and it is locked. They just close and lock automatically. The cells here are just closed off with wrought iron bars, right? So I mean, in between.
No, I
the
think you
actual
said
cells-
wood.
No, didn't say wood.
Wood, right?
Nope, not wood.
God damn it.
I think there's a disconnect
Paper.
here.
She actually locked herself in the cell and put me on the outside. That's what happened.
Yeah,
Mind
and this whole
trick.
place is made of kindling. Yeah. Yeah, so there's no actual walls between the cells, just they're just wrought iron cages, essentially. In the back left, so 1 cell away from Tyson McKay, Rogar Ragnak, you're being escorted by McCain, who kind of pushes you with the butt of a spear
McCain
and tells you to step inside the cell.
I do so.
Okay, so Rogar Ragnak willingly stepping inside the cell.
No request.
Then he asks you if he can choke you out again.
But I stop before I go in.
Okay.
This is the first resistance I've ever
I
seen.
just say I've never been to prison before.
McCain looks to you and goes, "Get inside, Dragonborn."
Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
It's a dude, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a dude. So, Rogar, you're just getting inside?
Yeah.
Okay, so McCain closes the gate behind you, the door to the cell behind you. With a clang, it locks, and you are inside, not a terribly small cell. 1 cell away, so you can kind of see through the wrought iron bars. You see Tyson McKay still hog-tied to the ground.
Hi, Tyson.
I'm playing dead.
But they're beside each other?
There's 1 cell in
Okay.
between them. But you can see it all
Also
the way
with
through, right?
acid so I could come in the cell with you.
No, don't let him in here. My asshole.
I'm not gonna. So, this is all kind of happening simultaneously, right? It's not like they're going one by one. So, Laina, as you throw Tyson McKay into his cell, Tyson, I'm gonna need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah.
Not 20?
Excellent. That's just all I needed to know. It's good stuff.
Okay.
All right. So Rodolfo drags Sam Hughes' limp body to the cell across from Rogar, so across the actual corridor here. Sam Hugh is thrown into his cell unconscious, and the door is closed to his as well. Sebastian Bardis, the noble, who Rogar Ragnak has a little bit of a past with, is thrown into the middle cell, and then Wolfhelm is thrown into the cell immediately to the right.
So Bardis is in between me and Rogar?
Bardis is not. He's on the other side in between Wolfhelm and Hugh.
Okay.
In between you and Rogar is Captain Raynaud.
Oh, yeah.
McCain looks to Laina and says, "How do you want to split up the watch?"
I'll take first watch.
"We'll be around the building, but you'll be down here for a few hours.
Okay.
Keep your eye on the spellcaster."
Killer.
I'm not a spellcaster.
Are you not playing dead?
Roll deception.
So as he finishes saying whatever, because I leveled up, I got this new thing called Arctic Reckoning, and I chose the Frost Knight. So now I have a shield of ice that just stays on me all the time.
Ooh.
And that gives me +2 to AC, so I'll beam that onto my body.
Goddamn frostcasters.
So you're gonna
Go
conjure it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he looks to you with a curved, grin or smile. He says, "You can probably handle yourself." And he turns and walks out. Ansel and Rodolfo both look and kind of scan the room before looking to you. They're quite a quiet pair, the two of them, and they turn without a word. The beads that are in her dreadlocked hair kind of rattling as she goes. Rodolfo just walking very silently for quite a large man. And Laina, you're now in the jail cell, or in the jail, watching the cells of the various members of the town of Ryberry.
Freedom!
Laina, you
Let us out!
Okay.
Wow, this is
Laina, you're going to gain 250 experience points for locking up your foes.
And we get 800 for being locked up.
No, you get 250 for being good boys. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
You do not get anything for being good boys.
I'm a good boy now.
Okay. Only on Wolfhelm, Bardis's, and Hugh's side of the prison are there windows. So, not so much windows, but more like these drainage grates from the city. They're a foot tall. They're at the very height of the ceiling, which is about 12 feet up. And they're very narrow as well. The bars across them quite sturdy as well. And through there, you guys can see that the sun is setting and it is becoming dark. It's quite cold down here, especially seeing as it is, approaching, it's autumn, so it's approaching winter time. And, there are no blankets or pillows or beds to speak of. They're just stone floors.
I set myself on fire. Warmth.
Tyson McKay, now that I'm going to have you roll me another Constitution saving throw, my friend.
See if your legs go to sleep.
He's just a little bit chilly.
Oh boy.
Inspo point?
You don't know what it's for.
Inspo point.
I'm sure, yeah.
16.
Good stuff, Tyson. So you're still feeling all right, my friend?
Scared.
If everyone's cool with it, a few hours pass, and Laina, you are eventually relieved by, it looks like Ansel. Okay?
Ooh.
So the fierce warrior woman from the Iron Wolves clan walks down. She looks to you and kind of nods back up towards the stairs, saying that you can go get some sleep or get some rest.
Okay. I'm going to nod back and not say anything and just head out.
Alright, so Laina, it looks like up in the guards' quarters above, it looks like there are many members of the Iron Wolves who are kind of resting here when they're not doing their duties as per the instructions of Ularic. So if you want, you can rest there, or you can go wandering around the city, or you can do whatever you'd like.
Does it look like Ularic's in here?
He's not, no. He and the mayor are still most likely probably in the mayor's hall. Give me that sweet silver.
I'll do anything for it.
I don't have it, I swear.
I'll go to Ularic and the mayor
Okay.
before
All right.
going to bed.
So, Laina, you walk the city streets. There are members of the Iron Wolves kind of patrolling at regular intervals, but no one from the actual town of Ryberry is out and about. So it's a very crisp, cool night that you walk through the abandoned streets of the city. There is a whisper in the jail cell, however. As Ansel is, keeping watch, Bardis is whispering to Wolfhelm, and he says, "How are we going to get out of here?" And Wolfhelm, you can kind of see in the dark. Rogar, you've got dark vision, right, or no?
Yeah, I do.
Nice. You can kind of see in the dark, Wolfhelm's expression is just a little bit pained, and he goes, "There's nothing we can do right now. We have to bide our time."
Fight the gates, you say?
+1 inspiration point. That's super funny.
Oh my god.
Alright, so would you like to begin furiously biting the gate, or no?
Kind of.
I'm gnawing at my limbs.
Tyson McKay, is there anything you'd like to do?
So I'm still hogtied, eh?
Yeah, they did not remove that.
And-
that would have been up to Laina to do that, and she apparently was
Is it like-
fine leaving you.
Is it
that way.
real quiet?
It's fairly quiet. The town is quiet, but, upstairs there's a fair bit of noise from the Iron Wolves, so that's why, you guys seem to be able to get away with a little bit of light whispering.
Keep it down up
This
there.
is a Tyson McKay log, day 18. Here I find myself tied up, soiled my pants. Stuck with these morons and my traitorous friend. I thought he loved me. I'm doing this out loud, by the way, so you can hear me.
Okay, I was about to say, because Wolfhelm's definitely going to interject and be like, with my traitorous friends. It's like,
They haven't given me
Tyson,
food.
shut up.
They haven't given me food or water in days.
Your friends?
That was my captives. My captors.
Sam Hugh, the assistant to the mayor, is going to go, "He's going to get us killed." Someone shut him up.
I wish someone would kill you.
But Tyson McKay's just hogtied on his front, just spilling his guts, apparently. Let's hear it, man.
You people treat me like animals, so I became an animal.
You played dead. You acted like the animal first.
Rogar, do you have anything to say to your friend who's just kind of monologuing in the dark?
What did I do wrong?
You left me for dead. I mean,
okay, so
log.
Tyson McKay no longer whispering.
I was never whispering.
Ansel comes over to the bars and bangs on them with her short sword, and she goes, "Be quiet in there."
I'm losing my mind in here.
She turns and she says, "The next word out of anyone's mouth and their tongue gets cut out."
Tyson's tongue?
I try and raise my hand.
Okay, so Tyson, you begin to squirm on the ground. She looks at you and goes, "What?"
I need water.
She looks at you and she says, "If I get you water, will you shut up?"
Yeah.
I'd also like a glass, please.
No, none for anyone else. I'll be really loud if they get water.
So she crouches down beside the iron bars to your cell, pulling a water skin from around her, like she has a diagonal chest strap, so she pulls it off, and then she kind of sticks it through the bars and shakes it at you, and like kind of like smiles a little bit, because you're in the middle of the cell and you're on your belly, so.
I crawl over and lap it up.
Okay, you're gonna need to roll me, I don't even know what I'd have you roll. I mean,
like
I guess,
Strength?
yeah, I think strength, you're trying to roughly pull yourself across the ground here. You're hogtied.
That's a nat 20. Woo! I pull myself right through the gate.
He strategically
Tyson
rolls.
McKay, you mimic an inchworm and you just quickly and furiously get over to the bars like a hamster lapping up the water that Ansel gives you. She then pulls it back and you're left, you kind of got water all over your lips and your mouth, and you can say to her,
"Thank you, ma'am. You guys aren't as bad as you think." As I thought.
You guys aren't as bad as you think.
As you think you are to me. Maybe I'll
"You're
join
not a
you
bad
guys.
guy. You're better than the rest of them."
Is this
Let
prison?
me go.
Is this the prisoner dilemma I heard so much about, or whatever it's called?
The Stockholm
That's
syndrome.
what it is. Yeah,
I think
Prisoner
I'm in love
dilemma.
with you.
one or the other.
I've never seen any woman as radiantly beautiful as you. Why don't you start hitting on it?
Tyson will marry you.
She looks to you and she says, "They left you in your restraints, I see.
Yeah, I don't think that girl liked me too much.
Don't take it personally. She's quite cold to everyone." She stands and goes, "Now, there will be quiet, or there will be severe punishments."
Kinky.
Ooh.
You both immediately make noise.
So she returns to her post, and Bardis begins to, I mean, you can get away with whispering, right? So Bardis whispers to Wolfhelm, and he says, "So how are we going to get out of here?" And Wolfhelm says, "My brothers, they will come. Give them time."
I'm right here.
Shut up!
Yeah, we've all seen what you're capable of doing.
I'll let her choke me. I'll actually help. I'll hold my breath.
Is this helping? Is there anything I can do for you?
If everyone else is cool with it, for the
I'm not
prisoners,
cool with
we're
it.
going to sleep through the evening. No, you're not cool with it?
No.
Can I look for any weaknesses?
Oh, I guess. Yeah, okay. Your turn, I guess. Even though I interrupted.
Can I look for any weaknesses in the cell to get out?
I see a weakness.
Roll me a D20.
That's a 1.
Actually, I'm going to go with perception. I guess perception.
Can I get an inspo point?
Yeah, if I already heard it's a 1, it's too late, man. You gotta tell me before. All right.
I'm gonna hide when I roll my dice.
Rogar, I don't want to improvise here too much, but essentially you're looking for weaknesses in the wrought iron, and thinking you found one, you get excited, but you kind of fumble, and you fall into the wrought iron
head
doors,
against
the
the wall.
walls of your cell, and it makes this loud crashing banging sound as your hard scales and your armor run into the metal.
I pretend to. I fall asleep and I pretend I'm asleep.
Roll me a D20.
Damn it. 2.
Yeah, no. Ansel comes over to your cell and she goes, "What are you doing?"
I was having this crazy dream that
Bandits took over the village.
had this crazy dream about my childhood, and I just stumbled upon the wall. It was a horrible nightmare.
Hey, roll me a deception check. You stumbled upon the wall when you were having a
That's a
nightmare.
17. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know if Ansel's gonna go for this. Let's see. No, she's not going to go for this. She looks at you and she goes,
Hanzo.
if you keep on fumbling around this cell, I'll put you in a much worse place.
Your bedroom.
Are you saying that, or are you just...
He said it. What'd you say, Rogar?
Hold them accountable.
I have
Rogar is one of the hardest players to DM because he says things and it's like, oh, that'd be super funny. He's like, but I don't actually say that. It's like,
I'm a
come
good
on,
boy.
man. Commit.
Bad
Commit,
Rogar,
good boy.
bad.
You want me to commit? Okay. My flaw is I have a desire for pleasure, so we'll go with it.
Okay, so you're going to say...
I think you insulted
Where-
her.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so you don't want to be in her
Yeah.
bedroom?
See a much
Making it
worse,
sound like it's a bad place.
a naughty place.
Okay, so anyways, you tell her, like, what, your bedroom? And she goes, you would only dream of being in my bedroom.
And I say, yeah, I wish I was there right now.
Roll me a charisma check. We're going to go with seduction on this one.
It's a 5.
Was it a nat 1?
No.
It was close.
It was a 2.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. She looks at you and she goes, ugh, I would never be with a dragonborn like you.
Yeah, me neither.
I say you never know until you try out.
One more peep out of you, dragonborn.
Once you go dragon, you'll hit the flagon.
Ew.
I'd like to keep my tongue. I apologize.
So she stands and walks back to her post.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
the troublemaker.
Strut it, girl.
Okay, are you guys ready to sleep for the evening?
No, I didn't even get to do what I wanted.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna planeswalk out of there.
Yeah. Tyson McKay, you are going to planeswalk. Does that require any like verbal or somatic components to it?
Nah, it's just concentration.
Just concentration? Cool, just making sure. Just want to be above board on
I
this.
just have to picture the location.
So what location are you going to?
I would like to go to Vel's house in Limbo.
So, Tyson McKay, you are going to planeswalk with a minute of concentration. There is a burst of, I guess there'd be light, right? Or do you just disappear like a...
Can I
I
choose?
guess we haven't really talked about
I
this.
don't know. I mean, the first time I did it, it was flame, but that's because I was like, first time, you know? You explode everywhere the first time.
You're right.
I guess it wouldn't really, but I mean, it would be noticeable, right? Would there be any sound or light? This is a good question.
I feel like there'd be something.
No.
Well, of course you want it to be silent right now.
I shout
but that
Rogar
being
did
said,
it.
I'm sleeping.
When you were running towards that giant thing, would you have exploded then?
It's not so much exploding, it's transporting, right?
Just like a fiery
teleporting.
teleportation. Kind of like Doctor Strange, you know?
Have you guys seen Infinity
there'd be
War?
some
Maybe it's like
there'd be
that.
some flames, right?
Yeah.
I just disappear.
I haven't seen it.
Iron Man, I don't
talk
feel so
about it.
good.
Okay.
No.
So there are going to be some flames that are emitted from your teleportation here, your planeswalking.
Maybe they'll just,
So Tyson McKay, sorry?
Maybe they'll just assume I burned up.
My brothers
Yeah,
are
maybe
here.
they'll assume that where there's no charred remains, no clothing, no hog tie.
Are you hogtied in the other plane?
As Tyson McKay spirals through time and space to a different plane of existence, teleported to Limbo, he, with a thud, lands on his stomach in front of Vel's house, hogtied. Okay.
I worm myself to the door.
Okay, roll me a strength check to worm yourself to the door.
7.
You are weakly pulling yourself along the ground. Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Again? 7.
Tyson McKay, it seems like this recent surge of energy and magic through you, this expenditure of magic, has kind of taken a toll on you, and you weren't really expecting that, my friend. You feel cold, and you kind of shiver, even though it's not cold outside, and your body feels very weak. Just making sure you know. Vel's house is not, it's ruins atop the actual structure underneath, right? So, I mean, it's kind of an open doorway. Now, he has no reason to. I mean, it's the under part that he really cares
Holy
about.
Shit.
You hear the sound of feet on steps, and then you you hear the trapdoor slide open, and Vel's head pop out from the underground lair that he has in Limbo. He looks to you and he goes, Tyson,
Did you miss me?
why are you hogtied?
Well, it was a good Friday night, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean, Tyson. He looks to you and he goes, are you in need of assistance?
Yes, please.
He looks around, kind of, not nervously, but certainly cautiously, He steps out from his spot underground and walks over to you with a few flicks of his wrists and motions of his fingers. The hog ties and restraints are released, and you are once again able to actually, be in control of your limbs and stretch out a little bit.
I can't feel my legs.
Would you like to stand up, or are you just going to lie there for a little bit?
I'm going to try and, smack my legs a little bit, wake them up.
Okay. So Vel looks to you and he goes, "What is the meaning of this? Where have you, what's happening?"
Who am I?
Listen, Vel, Ryberry is under attack.
Ryberry, under attack? From who?
The Iron Wolves, that's what they're called. I knew I'd remember.
Wolves. I'm afraid I haven't heard of them. Are they magic users?
They're dicks is what they are.
Fair enough. He looks to you and he goes, "Well, come on now, my boy. Let's get inside. You look awful."
Yeah, I don't feel so good.
No, you look pale, my friend.
Yeah, I was even sunning the first episode.
He looks to you and he goes,
I don't reference the episode. I reference a couple, this morning. Yes, early today.
"It's fine." Vel looks to you and goes, "Well, come inside. I have some food downstairs and a warm blanket and fire. You look like you're in dire need of it."
Okay, we get it. I don't look good, Vel. I didn't chirp you when you didn't look good.
I wouldn't have remembered if you did, my friend.
Thank God.
So he walks over to the steps down to his secret lair, and then he looks back to you. You're still on the ground. He goes, "Well, come on now.
All right, I try and get up.
Roll me a strength check, please."
God. Strength check to get up. 9?
Yeah, so Tyson McKay, you try and stand, but you are too weak to stand, my friend.
No! Tyson is weak, but
So
the spirit
Vel
is
looks over
strong.
to
I crawl.
Okay, so you begin to crawl forward, and Vel looks quite confused at you. He, shakes his head, walks over to you, and kind of helps you get up. So you're at advantage for this one.
Wow. So a 12.
Nice. So you do stand. He walks you over to the steps, and then helps you by, obviously holding onto your hands. He helps you take the first few steps down the stairs.
Thanks, Vel.
Right?
I don't know what I'd do without you.
You saying that? I'm just asking. I just want to know, because he'll respond if you're saying it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I say it.
Really? Because it looked like you had everything under control up until now.
God damn it, this is what I do for opening my heart up. Fuck you, old man.
I wanted him to shove you down the stairs.
You head down into Vel's secret lair. He takes a few steps down, depressing the stone on the underside of the trap door. It seals and closes behind you guys. Walking down, the secret lair looks much better than it did when you were here last. No more dust, no more dreary atmosphere. It's well lit. It seems quite warm, and the experiments that Vel is currently running are all in full swing. So you see various alchemical components and materials and equipment all bubbling and whizzing and whirring away, and it looks like he's doing quite well for himself. He looks to you and he says, please take a seat in the armchair." So, he's got a fireplace with the 2 armchairs, and he takes a seat in one and, urges you to do the same.
I sit down and I ask him who this other armchair is usually for.
"I do know other planeswalkers, Sometimes we even have dinner. Not many of them simply, drop by when they need, We have social visits, my friend."
I mean, it's only been a week, Vel. You better get used to this.
He looks to you and he says, "When one can travel across planes of time and space, it's not really a bother to drop in every once and again.
Okay, I'll come visit.
There is much we could accomplish together, Tyson. Don't forget that.
Conquer the world."
Now, as for yourself, what is it that you're in need of?
I don't know. I just feel really sick. I was wondering if you knew anything that could help, or what would be causing it.
Well, tell me what you feel, my friend.
Tell him that you slept on the streets for the past 3 weeks.
I just feel weak, I guess. Can I perception check to see how I feel?
I can tell you what you're feeling at the moment. You're feeling cold. You feel like you're sweating profusely. You feel achy and weak to, physical stuff, but your magic seems to drain you more than it normally would.
I explained that to him.
That's so odd. It has all these telltale signs, but how would it have happened?
What are you talking
He looks
about?
to you and he goes, "Well, there's an off chance you have some sort of disease,
There's a good chance I have a disease.
It doesn't sound like the normal issues that would plague someone like you or I. And this is certainly odd. I will have to do some reading and see what I can find, Tyson."
Okay.
Just bend over, Tyson.
Can I have a nap?
"By all means, my friend. There is the spare bed in the other room there." And he points towards a door which is ajar, and it looks like it's just a very narrow single cot with a dresser next to it, just a small bed. There is food over the fireplace, a stew. It's been brewing for the past couple of hours. It's quite tasty.
Yes. I hadn't had a meal in a week, and now I had 2 nice ones at Nights of the New Moon, and now here? Perfect.
The Nights of the New Moon. I do remember them. How are they?
They're a bunch of cowards is what they are.
What was that? I think I heard something. I'm just kidding. What did you say, sir?
Yeah, I said they're a bunch of cowards is what they are.
Cowards? That's not how I remember them.
Well, the city was in need, and they just let the bandits go through without even giving them any aid.
Well, my friend, it's best to know when you're outplayed, and then you can come back with a better strategy, instead of losing all your men in the first round.
True dat.
Shut up, you're not even here. Well,
let's have you sleep on your illness, and then come back in the morning and we'll discuss Ryberry, and we will discuss what we can do for you.
Fuck Ryberry, but okay.
Well, Tyson, these are human beings. Their lives matter.
Yeah, Tyson.
Tyson's life matters, but they left me to die.
They left you to die.
My best friend.
Where? How did he leave you to die?
Be a deception check.
It's not a deception check, you did.
I didn't let you die. I tried.
I think he feels like it's real. I think he feels like it's real, so we're gonna let it slide here. The fellow's asking how they left you to die.
I tried to fight back, you know? I tried to stop them, and no one stood up to help me except for a couple guards.
Tyson, your friends, you have many glorious, what is the word I would
Glory
use?
holes.
You have many admirable traits, my friend, but you do have a slight lack of foresight.
What?
And
what the fuck do you say? I try and flame up.
Okay, so Tyson, you are too weak to flame up at this point. You haven't eaten anything yet. And Vel says to you, as I said before, your friends probably had the right idea.
You're right.
Had you all stood up and tried to fight, it would have been a massacre, would it not?
Well, at least we would have died together, am I right?
No, my friend. Take it from someone like me, a planeswalker traveling from plane to plane. Sometimes it's better to live to fight another day.
This guy's a champ.
Shut up. Noah just wanted you to follow the rules. So he's promoting that right now. I fight the power.
Tyson McKay, the only PC that consistently looks at what the DM's doing and goes, oh yeah, fuck this guy. He just wants you to be good. Such a Deadpool character. Alright. So Tyson McKay, are you gonna eat something? You gonna pass out? What are you gonna do?
I'll say we'll discuss this in the morning. I'm not feeling too good. I'll eat something and then go to bed, you know?
Okay. So Vel says, hopefully by morning I'll have discovered what ails you, my friend. And then we can figure out what to do about Ryberry.
Thank you, sir.
So Vel helps you to stand, and you kind of hobble over to the bed. Falling down onto the mattress, you pass out nearly immediately. Your body just feels super, super tired. Very achy. And Tyson McKay, you have...
I haven't slept in a bed in like a week. So.
Passed out. Yeah, well, it's also very comfortable.
Actually,
it's a nice bed to stay on. Laina, we had you walking through the streets of Ryberry. You walk up to the mayor's hall, and entering, you see many of the Iron Wolves here as well. So while there may be 10, 12, maybe even up to 20 Iron Wolves in the guards' quarters, not to mention the ones that are currently roaming the streets, there are also about 15 of them inside the mayor's hall. The mayor is currently bound and gagged, and he is tied to a chair. And the men are playing various games, so that they've got the chair up against one of the large wooden beams, the support structures, and they're throwing knives and seeing how close they can get to the top of the mayor's head. He's currently whimpering, and it looks like he's urinated and peed himself. So you walk in to find what would be a completely otherwise like a very normal night for the Iron Wolves, for sure.
Yo, grab a knife and then try and prove your worth by throwing it at his head.
No.
Or go pee on him.
I'm a girl. It's a lot harder.
Options. Let's
get on his shoulders.
I'm doing a wall sit.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna look for Ularic.
Ularic is sitting in the mayor's chair. It's very easy to spot him.
Hey, that's Tyson's chair. I planeswalk back and beat the shit out of him.
You know what happens when you planeswalk back. You planeswalk back into the cell, so...
Come back to the club.
So yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Why aren't you hogtied?
So Laina, yeah, Ularic seems to be, he's kind of slumped in the chair, his hands dangling off of the armrests of the mayor's throne chair. His legs kind of spread out, one kind of bent, the other one kind of straightened out. He just seems very relaxed, right? And he seems to be amused by the ongoings of the knife throwing with the mayor. Whatever conversation he had with the mayor, maybe it didn't go the way he wanted, maybe that's why he opened it up to everyone else to kind of have their fun. But as you enter, he kind of raises his left hand and then using a couple of his fingers tells you to, come to him, come closer.
Come hither.
I'm here,
So-
precious.
Yeah, I'll walk up and then I'll sit at his feet facing the same way he is. So I don't know.
I like that.
Is that a good
Cool.
enough description?
Rogar, do you also?
No, it's a great description. No, it's fantastic.
I'll sit closest to the leg that's stretched out and like put my hand over that,
Oh God.
Sweet, dude.
like on the leg. Yeah.
Hey.
This is the kind of role playing I love, man. Here we go. All right, so Ularic looks to Laina and he goes, "And the prisoners?"
They're all free.
Help me!
Just thought I would
I
stroll
want
in
a
and
hit
tell
point
you.
again. They're in their cells. Ansel's on watch now. I'll check them on my way back.
Good. Yes, traditional watch, I feel won't be enough for the spellcaster and his friends. I want you on top of this.
On top of
I
Tyson.
want you...
Okay, Dad.
That's my joke.
I don't even know. I want you to oversee the watch of Rodolfo, Ansel, and McKay. Their powers are great, but nowhere near yours. And you may be the only spellcaster that can truly withstand him at his best.
Oh.
At my best?
All right.
Probably not.
Of course,
At the level I usually fight at? Probably.
perhaps I am forgetting Damek.
Damek.
What is jamming?
Who's Damek?
You know who Damek is.
I do?
No,
Oh.
Lena knows who
I'm
Damek
very
is.
confused.
Alright, I know who Damek is.
He's
He's a member of the Iron
Okay.
Wolves.
Your brother.
Yeah,
your grandpa.
he's quite a gifted sorcerer, to say the least. We don't want to give away too much for Tyson and Rogar here.
Okay. Okay.
As for things on my end, the negotiations have come to a standstill. The mayor claims they don't have the gold that we require.
Silver.
Oh.
Gold, like the amount of money. They don't have the money that they require. And the men are requesting that things move along quickly. We want to keep everyone in good spirits, so it's in our best interest to end this as soon as possible.
I hear torturing Bright Lords gets you money.
He's not wrong.
However, while I am discussing things with the mayor, it's imperative that nothing go wrong. See what you can find out about the town, if there is any pockets of resistance that we might have missed.
No.
Regardless, my daughter, you have done a good job thus far. I am very proud of you, something Tyson McKay will never know about.
Bell said I did a good job once.
For he has no father.
Oren said I did a good job once. We
Yeah, and then you fell off a bunch of rocks.
don't have to
So
bring up
I'll-
all of my past, okay?
So I'll just nod, kind of straight faced, and I'm gonna walk back towards the entrance. I know you said there's people kind of throwing knives. I don't want to bug them, but is there kind of a group of people that maybe are just sitting talking, not playing games?
Yeah, so, the mayor is tied to a chair, bound and gagged to a chair that is in between essentially the throne of the mayor and then his large grand eating table, right? The dining table. So there, in between the throne and the table, there's all these people kind of hanging out. One kind of stands in front of the group and throws a knife. They all kind of laugh and joke, and then someone else will step forward. But sitting at the table, so a little bit closer to you than anyone else, there are a few members of the Iron Wolves, a few women who are discussing, not quieted voices, but they're not yelling or anything like that.
So I'll go up to them, and I'm gonna essentially repeat what Ularic just said about finding pocket. I'll look at all of them and kind of nod to the group, and then say, "We're looking to find any pockets of resistance.
Okay.
We should start.
We should start.
Okay, I'm done talking. It's okay."
We should start a rebellion.
Let's revolt. There will be 3 rounds.
Go for it.
Okay, I rolled a 17.
So all the women kind of look at each other and then look to you. They seem almost frightful of you, and then they go, of course, right away.
I don't have anything more to do with them, so I'm gonna walk back to the jail.
Oh God, Tyson, hurry, please. Get back!
Tyson's asleep right now, man.
I shouted Rogar did it, so...
I'm asleep.
Shut up!
So as you're walking back towards the jail cell, it is Rodolfo who is running, like full tilt speed towards you, down the streets. He runs up to you and he says, "Quick, one of the prisoners has escaped."
Which one?
The spellcaster.
Me.
Fuck. Idiots. And then I walk and I run towards the...
Are you calling us idiots?
No, Rodolfo.
Rodolfo,
Okay, so Rodolfo runs to the jail. He kind of throws the door open and runs down the stairs to the left, down to the jail cells. Ansel is there. She's opened the jail cell door, and torches have been lit down here, so everyone's kind of awake and looking. And Ansel kind of turns towards you as you storm in, and she says, "I don't know what happened. There was just a burst of flame and he disappeared." He said Rogar did it.
Yes!
Who is this Rogar character you speak of?
That's him, and then point at Sir Bardis.
So I'm gonna take out Wolfhelm first, I think. Maybe I'll go in with Wolfhelm is probably the better option. I'll go into the cell with Wolfhelm, and we're gonna have a conversation. Okay. I'm not prepared for this.
He's not gonna know anything.
I know, but I gotta start bitching around.
Wolfhelm,
okay, so you stand and walk over towards Wolfhelm's gate just directly across from Tyson's. As you're walking, Rodolfo and McCain and Ansel are all looking at you, and McCain looks to you and says, "He will want to know about this."
Who?
Everyone act like Tyson isn't a real person, and we'll get through this, okay, guys?
That's why I said who.
No, he said he will want to know about this. He's speaking about Ularic.
Oh.
I guess instead of questioning just Wolfhelm, I'll say to the 3 that are left in there.
There's five that are left.
5 that are in there? Okay, so 5 that are left, and say, I'm gonna roll an intimidation, and I'm gonna ask if they know where he is or what happened when he burst into flames. Oh, that's a natural 20!
Oh, shit!
Nice. So role play it for me, though. Like, give me your meanest, your most intimidating voice.
Grrr!
Tell her everything you know.
My pants are off already.
I will slowly kill each and every one of you.
Oh my god.
If you don't tell me where your fucking sorcerer friend went and how he left.
Okay. You know what, dude? I'm giving 100 XP for this. This is
give me a
absolutely
goddamn
within Laina's
inspiration
character.
point. That's okay.
I
I'll
like the
take
100
it.
XP better.
My response will be, I was asleep. I did not see anything.
Okay, roll me a deception check. You definitely weren't asleep.
I was asleep.
No, you ran into the iron gates, fell down, pretended to be asleep, spoke with Ansel, and then Tyson McKay disappeared, so you definitely weren't asleep.
That's 16 plus 2. That's 18. Let's go.
Okay, so the first one to speak is Rogar, who says, "I was asleep." You can insight check that, or you can just believe him.
I'm gonna insight check that.
Choke me out, I dare you.
Oh, that's a 19 plus 5.
So she gets it. You know that he's not telling the truth. He wasn't asleep.
Tell me, Dragonborn, where's your fucking friend?
So he teleported somewhere, but I don't know where. All I saw was sparks.
Flame, actually.
Flame sparks. Yeah.
Flame sparks. Yes. That's way cooler.
Yeah, this is getting cooler by the second.
I say I'm not sure where he went. He could have gone anywhere.
He's under there.
He's
Underwear.
kind of telling the truth.
Okay.
I mean, he doesn't really, Rogar doesn't really know much about his powers, right?
Yeah. So
Just knows I'm the greatest.
Rodolfo, Ansel, and McCain are in the room with me, but Damik's
Correct.
not?
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna get Ansel to go tell Ularic what happened, and I'm gonna say specifically, you better mention that he left on your watch.
She looks to you and she says, "I will."
She's gonna get her head cut off.
Uh-oh.
The barbarian tribe hates
she
weakness.
leaves and walks, not at a brisk pace, but certainly she's not moping. She's not going super slow, but she walks at a good pace. Rodolfo and McCain both look to you and say, "What should we do?"
Kiss.
I think we need to find more information on teleporting. I'm a sage, so
Now we know.
You can do an Arcana check. I mean, so you've seen Ularic teleport. He uses blink a lot. This is Blink doesn't really have these sparks and flames that they're talking about, so you immediately know this is different.
Mine's cooler.
Does an Arcana. That's a 15.
Your knowledge of things arcane leads you to believe that this is more of a long-range teleportation. It didn't have to do with a teleportation circle, right? Or a teleportation rune. So you're most likely looking at some sort of either temporal or planar travel, right? If it was long-distance teleportation, there would be like etchings and runes on the ground that he would have made like an actual rune circle or a teleportation circle, but he didn't do that. So this is different than that. So you do know that the difference.
Okay. So if it's long range, I'm going to get McKay to go upstairs, grab some people, and do a perimeter check outside of the Ryer town. What is this called?
Ryberry.
Just another war zone for you, dude. Don't know the name, don't care. Just getting paid.
So yeah, they're going to do an outside wall perimeter check, because
Okay,
I'm assuming the guards inside are doing perimeter checks already.
Yeah, so you're getting McKay to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so McKay kind of half bows to you and then walks off very quickly. You hear him yelling upstairs, and you hear the thudding of feet overhead. Everyone else in the cells kind of looks anxiously around at like what's going on, and Rodolfo still stands in front of you.
I'm just going to say we stay here all night.
Rodolfo looks to you and says, "The cell, should we open it or close it?"
Close.
Open.
Yeah, fuck you. You just leave it open.
Well,
leave it open.
Well, if you got out and it was closed, there's no point in it being open, for us opening it.
True, could be an invisibility spell.
Sure.
Okay.
That's my reasoning. I think he's actually invisible. Don't tell anyone,
so
Rodolfo.
Closes the cell door and looks to you, and you hear, all the bustling and the rustling from upstairs. All the movement has dissipated, and a few minutes later, you hear a single set of footsteps overhead, walking down the stairs towards you.
Daddy?
And Ularic makes an appearance in the jail cell. He looks to you and he says, "Is everything under control?"
Can't control Tyson.
As much as it can be right now. We're looking.
"You sent the patrol out. It's a smart move, but we need to find out how he got out. If anyone learns of our presence here, if other war bands find out about what it is that we're doing, this will become a more hostile situation. Do I make myself clear?"
Yes.
You're in trouble.
"You responded well, daughter, but take heed to be proactive and not reactive."
Get control of your life, Grab hold. Carpe diem.
He looks to you and he says, "Get some rest. I doubt we'll find him. I have a feeling he'll be back on his own terms."
Joke's on you, I'm never coming back.
Okay. First of all, Rogar, we're gonna give you 150 experience points. Okay.
For sleeping?
For
Rotting in cell.
For getting another girl.
for his interaction with Laina, for sure, and with Ansel. I mean, the guy's been doing a really great job tonight. Laina, you've got your experience points, but you let a prisoner go, so
Am I docking
no
experience?
XP for you there.
Okay.
Tyson McKay,
Minus 800 experience points, I already know.
You awake the following morning. You have successfully freed yourself from the Iron Wolves, and so you're going to gain 250 experience points.
Wow.
However, my friend, you wake up in a cold sweat, drenched all over your body. You are shivering and cold, even though there are blankets over you, and you feel sapped of energy. Can you roll me 3 d6s, please?
Oh boy.
No. 15?
Tyson McKay, you lose 15 health points,
Oh boy.
and your health point maximum is reduced by the same amount.
Oh, shit.
Boy. Feels bad, bro.
Tyson, you awake, your eyes kind of wild, you feel your life force being sucked from you. Vel turns towards you very quickly. You can see your door is ajar, and you can kind of see him. He's got a mortar and pestle in one hand, and he's kind of crushing something up, but as you awake and you obviously feel this fright and terror, Vel turns towards you and he says, "Oh no."
Oh yeah.
And that is where we're gonna...
This is how I always wake up.
And that is where we're gonna leave it for this episode, guys. So fantastic gameplay. Tyson, Rogar, Laina, really, really cool stuff coming out of the streets of Ryberry and out of Limbo from all you guys, which has been super cool. Whether it was morning, evening, noon, or night, We appreciate you listening to the Dicey D20. Check us out next time. Super exciting stuff coming up. Will Tyson McKay figure out what's wrong with him, and will he be able to get healed?
No, I'm gonna perish.
Thank God.
What will happen with Laina's investigation? Will she discover where Tyson McKay went? And how will Rogar and the Knights of the New Moon respond to the Iron Wolves within the city? Find out next time on the Dicey D20.
Let me live, Noah.
All background music and audio comes from Tabletop Audio. If you're running your own campaign, visit tabletopaudio.com to find music for any situation.